Okay, in this video we're going to talk about wall sweeps and wall reveals. And what that is something that goes down the wall or around the wall. And this file that I have open here, you can look at it. And anytime we have this has got like a parapet cap that runs around the top. There's some brick and a soldier course there. We've got these, I think these are reveals that let into the brick. Yeah. And there's a couple of ways to deal with those. One is you can build them into the wall family. Okay, and that gets a little more complex depending upon your building. But you can build them into the wall family, or you can place them on the walls. And so let's look at this wall family. And when I pull it up and I go to the preview of it, here you can see we've got a sweep here, which is like a cornice cap that sticks out. And then we've got three reveals, which is a notch cut into the brick. Okay. And the very top, we've got this cap up here. Okay, now so those are built into the wall family. And let's see. I go edit my structure, and right down here we got sweeps and reveals. So if I click on sweeps, it shows me the different sweeps that are installed here, and there's three of them. One is the parapet cap here, at the very top. Next is the masonry soldier course, and then the precast stone, precast concrete wall sweep there. Okay, and then reveals, we've got the three brick reveals here, the little notches cut into it. Now these are built into the wall family, which can be beneficial if you got a lot of this kind of stuff in your building, or maybe it's the kind of thing that your company designs, regularly. You can build them into the wall types. Okay. That's one way. The other way is to just place them manually. So draw you, a building here, some walls, and we're going to try out the wall sweeps. So you come up here to walls, and you go wall sweep, and the default is a wall sweep cornice. Okay, and so you just bring your mouse over the wall, and it's kind of hard to see right here in the video, but you got a gray mark going across there, and you place it. There it is. Okay, now this is a wall sweep. So let's put a section view in. Can't put a section view from here. Come on, level one, open up. Okay, so there's the sweep. And the profile for this is the cornice, which is what it's called. And we hit the pull down, it's the only one loaded. So if I go edit type, here I choose my profile, and these are the ones that are preloaded in this template. Now the parapet cap is what goes on top of the wall. A sill, precast, which is like a window sill or an opening sill. And you got these wall sweeps or the brick soldier courses. Okay, so you can pick something here, but before you do that, you would want to duplicate this. Okay, so if we were to duplicate it, instead of calling it cornice 2, I don't know, we'll call it custom sweep, just for lack of a better word right now. And let's change the profile. I don't know. Let's try a still precast 5-inch wide. Okay. And so you see how it changed it. Now a sweep adds material to the wall. And this particular one cuts into the wall. It's just the way it's designed. Of course, in properties, you've got what level it's associated with, how high from the level it is. If I come into here, the default setback is at 0 inches. Well, if you change that, it affects the whole profile because the profile is designed with a certain offset. Okay, but you can play with that and see how that works. Okay, so back to my 3D view. All right, so I've got a wall sweep in there, and if I want to keep going, I'm going to switch back to hidden line because I think the color might be, it's definitely confusing me anyway. So if I place one, I can add or remove walls, and I could have kept adding these while I was in the command. Okay. We'll stop it there. Okay. And so if I select that sweep, I've got my temporary dimensions here that I can adjust. And can adjust the height of everything in that run. I can modify the returns. Selected return condition. Ah, here we go. I can do a return or a straight cut. So if I'm going to do a return, you can see how it just turns it back into the wall. Okay. And if I want multiple, I can apply multiple ones. I can also apply vertical ones. So a wall sweep, I can go with a vertical sweep. So it defaulted back to the cornice, but that's fine. And with either of these, I can adjust the length of them just by grabbing the handle on the end if I don't want them to go all the way end to end. Okay. You can do multiple ones of those across. Okay, so while we're here, also, let's do a reveal. Okay, so, oh, I had a sneeze coming there. I don't want to come across on this wall, so I'm going to come back over to here. So we can do a reveal and horizontal reveal. And reveals take material out of the wall. And so this particular one, of course, in the properties here, I got my heights and offset and stuff like that. The profile, okay, so I've got a few options loaded there. If I change the profile that I'm using, it increased the height to 2 bricks high instead of 1 brick high. Okay, you saw that. And same as before, you can do verticals. You can modify the returns. You can adjust, the length of them, that kind of stuff. So let's move our section down to here. And so there's the reveal that it created right there. Okay. And I have a different video that will be immediately after this one, how to load the profiles into your project. Because if you're going to create a new sweep or a new reveal and you don't have a profile already loaded, you can't do it. You got to load the profile into your project first, then you can duplicate your sweep or your reveal to add that new profile to it. And so I have a separate video that I had created previously that will be immediately following this one. Okay, so that's pretty much everything on building walls for right now. And you have a wall project there in Blackboard that you're going to work on to turn in. And then we'll move on to some foundations that will come up next.